Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to make your own toggle closures specifically for Genevieve, but really you can use toggle closures on any garment that has a placket when you don't want to use buttons or a zipper. To get started, we're going to need some cording, some toggle buttons, and some material for our tabs. I'm going to talk about each one of these in a little more detail. For cording, you want to use something that has some substance. I am personally using and recommend 1/4 inch cording, and sometimes that's also referred to as a number 2 size cording. You will need to source some toggle buttons. These can be found on Etsy, Amazon, or your local craft supply store. Finally, you will need material to use for your tabs. It's important here to pick material that will not fray around the edges when it's cut. You can really use your imagination here. There are lots of things you can use. I'm going to give you examples using a faux vinyl. And then I'm also going to show you how I could just use a knit fabric with interfacing attached to the back. For our first step, we are going to cut our cording. I like cutting each of my pieces to a length of 5 inches. Once your cording is cut, you are going to feed your cording through your toggle buttons. You may need to twist your ends and go slow in order to get the cording to fit through the buttonholes. When you are done with this step, set your toggle buttons aside. We are going to move on to making our tabs. The first step to making your tabs is to decide what shape you want. I actually do recommend making your own pattern piece here so all of your tabs are uniform shape and size. You have a lot of options here. You can really use your imagination and get creative. I do recommend that whatever size you choose, you pick something that's about 1.5 inches in diameter. Once you've made your pattern for your tabs, go ahead and cut out the fabric that you're using to make your tabs. Remember, if you're using a knit fabric, you're going to want to cut interfacing as well. If you are using a knit fabric with interfacing, go ahead and attach the interfacing to the wrong side of your tabs now. We now have all of the individual pieces we need to go ahead and start assembling our toggles. Use a glue stick, hem tape, or any other adhesive to hold your cording in place on your tabs. This will help keep everything in place when you attach your toggles to your garment. Your toggles are now ready to attach to your garment. It's really important when you're top stitching your tabs to remember to reinforce the stitches over the cording several times, as this is where the garment will pull the most when the toggles are fastened. And that's it. Your toggles are now complete.